In the previous video in this series, I said that if you want to build a plan for something, it works really well if you start with the outcome and then plan backwards to where you are now. And that will give you the basis of your plan for moving forwards in real time. I also acknowledge that that sounds counterintuitive, but now I'm going to tell you a bit more about how to do it. So once again, a travel-related metaphor will help me explain it. On journey planning apps that involve public transport, like Citymapper for instance, you can choose to plan your journey either from the departure time, the default on that would be leave now, or from an arrival time. Now here's the thing, when you set a specific arrival time, the app will plan backwards from that time, selecting the most appropriate transport connections and tell you what time you have to leave. So let's say your journey involves 2 buses, a train and a walk at each end, and you want to arrive at your destination at 6 o'clock. Now, these apps are pretty complex, but for the purposes of understanding the planning backwards process, I'm going to simplify how they work. Imagine that the walk from the bus stop to your final destination is 6 minutes. The app will look for a bus that arrives as close as possible before 5:54, so you have 6 minutes to complete the walk and arrive on time. If the bus journey from the station that preceded that walk is 15 minutes, then the app will look for a train that arrives as close to the required bus departure time as possible and allow for any transfer time from train to bus. It'll then continue to work backwards from that train's departure time to the first bus journey, then back again through your walk to the bus stop, ultimately arriving at your front door and so telling you what time you need to leave home to arrive at your destination by 6 o'clock. Fundamentally, planning backwards for business or any area of life works the same way. The most significant difference is that for the events that we want to plan, there are no pre-existing timetables. But fortunately, although journey planning apps are complex, they don't come anywhere close to your brain and its extraordinary ability to imagine. So to plan backwards, you simply imagine that you are standing in the future place and time where you have already achieved your objective and you're looking back to today and can see all the actions you took to connect from the start point to the end point. Now, if you're thinking, oh, come on, I can't do that, you're actually doing it the whole time. The vast majority of our thinking is taken up either with thoughts about past events that have already happened or future events that are yet to happen. I'm simply inviting you to try out combining that past and future thinking that you're already very good at and imagine standing in the future looking back at past events that are yet to happen. Just give it a go and see how you get on, and come back and tell me about your experiences in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that and click the little bell so that you get updates as I post them.